Say several suspects have been taken into custody following an ongoing barricade situation in the Northwest Valley. This was happening near Alexander and Rainbow. Police tell us they spotted a stolen vehicle early this morning.
And when officers tried to make contact with the people inside, one of them ran into a house. The person barricaded themselves and refused to surrender. Once again, police tell us that there were several suspects and those people are all now in custody. We will bring you more updates as we do get them.